I've never filmed a video by myself yet, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm talking about things I don't like or just don't understand. I've got my cat right here in my lap. He may walk up and leave in the middle of this, or I don't know. You may hear his bell jingling, so I apologize for that. So I've just got a list gathered on my computer, which I'm using as a light so you can see me better. So I just have a list here. The first thing I have on this list is having to say, imagine if that happened to you or someone you cared about, to get them to empathize with you. That is a thing I hate and don't understand. So it's a mix of both things I'm talking about here. Why do you need to imagine it happening to you just to empathize? It doesn't make sense to me, because just I am an empath, for sure. It's just, how do you not care about someone, like anyone? Like, if something bad happens to a person I don't like or hate, oh my god, Salem, you're so loud. His bell. I wouldn't wish something bad to happen to them. There goes my cat. Oh, my comfort. Ooh, now this is gonna be awkward. I just don't get it. That's just something I don't get, as this video is for. Things I don't understand and things I hate. Honestly, I think most of this is things I don't understand. People confuse me a lot. Like, it's not that... Why is it so hard for you to, have emotions? I know that people, want to feel these emotions sometimes, but they just can't. I'm just talking about the people that don't care that they don't feel it. You know? They're just like, oh, I don't feel it, so it doesn't matter. What? I've seen a lot of people say that, well, I want to feel bad, but I don't. And I totally understand that, because you feel bad for not feeling bad, if you know what I mean, guilty. So, that's a thing I don't get, really. The second thing I have on this list is calling people chopped. Huh? Honestly, I don't even know where that phrase came from. Probably some teenage boy. And I don't know if the comments are going to be filtered on this video, or unless I'm going to have to delete all the teenage boys' comments complaining about how I'm gay, or that I have colored hair, or that I'm wearing black, I'm emo, I decorate my walls, I have LED lights, or anything of people complaining or yapping in the comments of just hating on people for whatever reason they want, just to hate. I don't know. Why do people even call people chopped? Because the next thing on this list is kind of conjoined with that one. It's the only ugly people are people who are ugly on the inside. People are only ugly on the inside. They're never ugly on the outside. Nobody's ugly. That's just a term people have made up. There's so many, phrases people have made up, to define somebody by, or they just use a random word for, an example is chopped, to just, make fun of someone or say that they're ugly. Nobody's ugly on the outside. Why do we as a society just use a word and then change its meaning to something way different? This term I'm gonna be using as an example is from a couple years ago, but slay. It means killing people, but people use that word as to say cool or oh my gosh. Yeah, cool. I don't know why I use it as that, even though I knew the actual meaning of it. And it didn't make sense to me at the time either. I was also questioning why I was using it that way. These next two are definitely combined. Saying that a certain religion is the truth. It's the only true religion. And if I'm gonna be honest, do not come for me, because this is from what I've seen. Only Christians or like Catholics, literally mostly only those two people part of that religion say that, from what I've seen. I've seen a lot of pagans, like Hellenists, Satanists. Nobody's ever said that from that religion, from what I've seen. I've seen many Christians say that. And there's obviously comments like saying no, but they just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And dude, I might take my glasses off because of the glare. Oh my god. How do, like, it's your truth, not my truth. And it's not the truth. It's your truth. Yours. And I'm glad some Christians actually know that it's their truth and not everybody's. Like, I don't get why people hate on other religions, because why? It just doesn't make any sense. They don't believe what you believe in. I don't care if you believe in God, Jesus, Allah. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. That's what I've seen people call it. No one will pronounce it. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it or anything. If I mispronounce anything in this, sorry. Apologizing now if any grammar is incorrect or pronunciation is incorrect. If you believe in whatever you believe in, I don't get why you hate on other people. They just don't believe what you believe. And personally, I'm an atheist because science. I believe in evolution. Because we have science, we have history. If you gone to a public school, they did not teach, I hope none of my old classmates see this. I think only one of them might, from my Catholic school. Because, yeah, funny that turned out. Went there for 7 years and I'm an atheist. From what I remember, we didn't learn actual history. We learned the history of Christianity. My sister might make me tweak out. She keeps yelling, so I'm sorry if you hear any of that. Hating on someone for believing what they believe in is crazy. Things confuse me. A lot of things confuse me. How are you gonna say it's the only true religion? I've seen some people actually say that. Are we okay? I'm just I feel like my silence says it all. I don't know why. Next thing, calling people corny when they say someone saved them. It's most likely the truth, as someone who has said somebody has saved them, because they did. They did. or they're one of the reasons. You have no way of knowing if that's true or not, because you're not them. You do not understand if you call it corny. And yes, I stared into the camera when I said that, because I mean it. You're not them. You will never understand. I don't care if what I did was corny. I'll do what I want. Oh! Ugh, I don't like the way I said that. Oh. That was crazy. No. That sounded mean. But I'm gonna do what I think is right. And I'll say what I think is right. How is it corny for saying somebody saved your life? I don't care if it was an influencer that they're mentioning, or that they're saying it saved their life, because it's not really corny, because just watching someone's content could help you, you know? As someone, because I've watched many creators, and like all the creators that I've hyperfixated on have definitely saved me in some sort of way. So I don't get it. How is it corny? Like, I get it if it's like cringe, or I don't know, if you just think it's weird. To be cringe is to be free. You know, that's how the saying goes. Clearly, most people don't go by it. This one? Well, I guess they're kind of all way different from each other. But screaming at a comedy show like it's a concert. I think you can kind of guess where I got this from. So, are you serious? And the people that I'm talking about have stated this before, that they understand that their fans are like more like a concert type of fans and not a comedy show type of fans. But they themselves say it's annoying, and I kind of I agree. Like, it's a comedy show. You're there to listen to them. And the same goes for concerts, but there's a whole different... Concerts are way different than comedy, because they're supposed to be making jokes. You react, but you can, like, you laugh at the jokes. You don't scream every time they speak, first of all. Because, what? They're just talking. What's the need to scream? I don't understand it. Just why? Like, I understand if it's like exciting for you. Personally, I don't scream on purpose at all. Like, I scream in like shock or surprise, not because someone is just speaking normally like a normal person. 'Cause why? Like, I believe they said one time, I'm going by the age just in case people don't know who I'm talking about or what this merch is for. So, if that explains, yeah. I believe they said it gets annoying because they can't really speak. They have to wait, like, for the audience to die down before they speak again, or they can't hear each other because of the screaming when they're trying to, like, talk to each other, because they're talking to each other. And And obviously that gets annoying when you can't hear each other when you're trying to speak. I might get attacked for these opinions. I don't really care though. Don't care. Don't care. These are my opinions. Oh my god, opinions, so scary. This is another thing I came up with from these people. Forgetting that famous people are human. They're not robots to do what you want. They get tired. They get burned out. They get sad. They have normal emotions. Unless they're crazy, I guess? I don't know what the word is for. I'm blanking. I know there's a word for it, but I don't know, and I don't want to say or guess it, because I don't want to be completely wrong or anything. But how do you just, like, expect them to do what you want? What you want, and what you decide is the best. Because there's someone's best is someone's worst. Someone's worst is someone's best. Okay, I just said the same thing twice. You know what I mean? People confuse me a lot. I've said that so many times now. How do you forget someone's human? Like, you just think, yeah, this is how I see them all the time, because they never post about that they're sad, unless they post about mental health and stuff, or they're a musician and they make art expressing their emotions. Unless they're any of those people, they're when people just forget that they can be sad. I'm sorry, I'm having pain right now for some reason. Sorry guys, I was just in pain for a moment. I don't know what just happened. See, you can very easily mask if you're not okay. You can very easily cover up, just as I did, until it got, like, so bad. So bad. Me personally, I'm going based off personal experiences here. I mask, like, about everything. Pain, my emotions, everything. So many times at it, like, because I think the main reason I do that is because from my personal experience as the youngest child, my feelings got, like, invalidated because I'm the youngest child. I'm dramatic. I'm whatever people say about. I'm blanking. I'm sorry. There's a lot of things. Like, we're dramatic, apparently. We can't express our emotions. We're just seen as dramatic. I'm not trying to make this depressing or all about me, because this has actually happened to a lot of people. There's many videos about people relating to that, about being the youngest child, about how they got invalidated, their feelings got invalidated or anything. So, yeah. I'm just saying it's very easy to mask your feelings, and you should understand that the famous people, the people that have famous videos, are also human and feel emotions. Normal emotions. Anger is one. Like, do we forget that people get angry sometimes? Like, they're like, oh my gosh, they're so dramatic. It may be dramatic in someone else's eyes, but that's the feeling that's the emotion they're feeling at the time. So they don't think it's dramatic then, that's just how they feel at that moment. Like, I go back and think, yeah, I was a bit dramatic there, and they might realize they were being dramatic at the time, but sometimes they don't, and that's just how they feel. And they may not realize that. So, I don't get a lot of people. And I also feel like I have to speak on this because, like, I feel like I'm gonna get attacked by the haters of these people. Because people like, they make dramatic jokes because people find it funny and it just kind of sticks that way. And they say it about everyone, not just women. So, like, I fear I've actually seen people, like, saying, oh my god, they shouldn't say this, it's misogynist, and then go and say the same thing. I didn't add this to the list. Hypocrisy. Dude. How? I don't get it. How are you gonna go hate on someone or yell at someone for doing something and then go do the same thing? So what I mean by that masking, I am in excruciating pain right now. Next thing, bullying. Bullying. I don't get it. You're just, like, hating because they're different. They're different from you. They're not what you expect. They're not. You're bullying them because their gender, their race, and just about everything. You're just bullying because you're ugly on the inside. And this might be true for some people. You're just projecting. It's not true about everyone, obviously, because everyone's different. So I don't see a point, because everyone is different. Unless, I don't truly think anybody is the exact same. I think you think you're the same, but or maybe you are the same. I don't know. I've never met anyone that is, like, the exact same. I've never seen people that, like, act the exact to the T the same way. I've just never seen it, ever. They always have at least opinion that is not the same. Or, like, that's what I can think of, just an opinion. This video is just me, like, confused. This is gonna be, like, 30 minutes of Leo trying to think about how people feel these ways or do these things. Everything is, like, extracting from my brain slowly of what I can remember. So, because there's a lot of things people get bullied about. The way they speak. Yeah, a lot of times about the way they speak for some reason that they can't control. Like, vocabulary and the way they talk are way different, by the way. I'll speak more on a certain vocabulary after this, which is this thing and then the last thing. Leaving people out. I'm talking about leaving them out on purpose. 'Cause what the hell are you doing? Why do you leave someone out on purpose? Huh? Like, if they've done nothing to you except act different and you leave them out because of it, you are not a good person. You're not a good person. And I hope you know that. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cringy watching this back and while me looking at the camera. I just want to make it known, as the title says, these are things I do not understand. So I'm just kind of like, why? Huh? I'm just kind of sitting here like, because I can genuinely not think of a reason that people do these things. This whole thing is confusing. Saying slurs you can't reclaim or defending someone saying them. But what I mean by defending is like, they're like, oh my gosh, this is why they said that. They can't say it either way. They can't say it either way. That doesn't make it right. And you do not guilt trip people for them calling them out instead of comforting them when something happens. And yes, that is guilt tripping. You're making them feel guilty for not comforting them. Sorry, I call someone out for saying a slur they can't say. This I put in here because of a personal thing that happened. I don't care if any of them that are involved in the reason I put this on here say. Because I was going to put people saying slurs on here anyway, because I don't understand why. By that, not saying slurs, like, just people saying slurs that they can't reclaim, not people that can say slurs that they can reclaim. I'm talking about the people that say slurs that they can't reclaim. I don't care if any of them see this. I don't care if you didn't realize that was guilt tripping. It was. My personal example is, oh my god, I'm not sure how to word it. Guilt tripping them by saying you should have comforted them instead of calling them out for saying a slur. I comforted them later on, and they took accountability. I don't know why you still defend it. I'm just in shock about how you can defend that. Why do people think being told they're not able to do something means they have to do it, or means they should do it? Why do people do things that they're told not to do just because they're told not to do it? I can't. It doesn't make sense.